Stay-at-home moms face many challenges, from deciding when to pause their career to going back into the workforce.
We're talking to the author of a new book, The Power Pause: How to Plan a Career Break After Kids and Come Back Stronger Than Ever. Neha Rush is the founder of Mother Untitled, a group that works to bust motherhood stereotypes. Thanks for being with us, Neha.
Thank you so much for having me.
I think in this day and age, there's always, I don't know why there seems to be conflict between women that stay home and women that work, thinking like, they're lazy, they're not doing anything, I'm doing it all, or this one's working too hard, not getting involved with their kids. But there's this myth because a lot of stay-at-home moms aren't doing it as a luxury, they're doing it to save on childcare.
I'm so glad you brought that up. 1 in 3 women in America right now are feeling forced to pause their career. 60% cite financial considerations because of the cost of childcare. And when we deem one side a luxury, we don't assign it value and we don't assign it support. So that is the first myth to dismantle.
Yeah, but so there's always been this sort of American work ethic where you're defined by what you do. But should women be hesitant to say, I'm at home taking care of my kids?
Yeah, what do you do has come to stand in for who are you? And it can be very hard to part with identity that comes with work. And what we present with the book is really this idea that this can be a time where we can expand our sense of identity. And we don't have to say, I'm a stay-at-home mom. We can say, right now, I get to be with my kids. We'll see what comes next. And the goal really is to use that we'll see what comes next as part of this chapter of your life and exploring what those interests and skills are.
So for women who, I don't know, let's say, I'm assuming the average mom who stays home probably takes at least 5 years off, maybe 10, or till they get into school, depending on how many kids you have. How do you explain that gap in your resume? What do you advise people?
Well, first, I wouldn't call it a gap. I'd call it a set of non-traditional experiences you're adding to your career portfolio, right? We've gotten accustomed to a linear track. The reality is you can put career sabbatical for family life and put all those non-traditional bullets under it, right? Whether you are volunteering or advising a partner on their business or tinkering with a side project, we know that 90% of mothers at home are keeping their hand in the game in some way. And that's the really interesting part of this generation of mothers. We have access to tools and technology and communities that are helping us grow alongside family.
And if the reason for being at home is maybe dictated in part by finances, what kind of financial plan does one need to develop to find your way out of that beyond the stuff we already know, like putting money aside?
Well, I would start by having the money conversations. Too many couples sort of skim past that because it feels uncomfortable, but it is so crucial that together you determine that the family can afford the loss of income. And together you decide that you are both contributing, meaning the partner working out of the home is equally dependent on the partner working in the home for doing all that unpaid labor that lets them be able to single task outside of the household. And the reason that's so important is to know that both partners can feel financially dignified. From there, you're budgeting and planning at least 3 to 6 months ahead, meaning you're tracking your budget. You're figuring out what categories can you scale back on if you need to. And I think more than anything, you're also deciding when you might come back and re-examine this, because it doesn't have to be forever.
Are there certain fields that are more accessible to women who might have taken a gap time off to raise their family?
We certainly see that small to medium-sized businesses have more of an appetite for bringing women back. So we see a lot of women who say that 87% actually say that flexibility is their number one priority, less stress. And so we see women transitioning back to part-time and freelance work on the other side. So I think looking for those small to medium businesses that allow fractional work, that recognize their time and talent and can value it accordingly is a really interesting middle ground and next step as they transition back to the workforce.
Is it also worth doing if you're doing your resume after you've been at home? Really, being at home is almost like running an organization unto itself. Is there a way to itemize that on your, because people that do it well do it really well.
You're talking about the systems that we put into place, the advocacy that we have to do on behalf of our children, the research and planning that goes into community building around our family. So I would say, as soon as you step into a pause, start tracking the little accomplishments day over day, right? You're keeping a running tab on the little things that make you feel proud, whether that's volunteering and raising money for your school or organization, or you're navigating your child through an emotional time, because those dots, when you look back on them after a year, actually connect backward to tell a really powerful story. And I have this incredible woman in the community who, who organized a new bus route and ultimately was able to add that as a sub-bullet, that she implemented new logistics for her local organization and community. And so these things can translate when we look back at it with clear eyes and fresh language.
Well, thank you, Neha. The book is Power Pause, How to Plan a Career Break After Kids and Come Back Stronger Than Ever. For more information, you can check out your screen, on the socials, and so on.
Thanks, Neha.
Thank you.
Thank you.